Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this effect. So yeah, let's begin. First, I'm gonna bring or open my first image, that is gonna be this one, the background. I'm gonna duplicate that layer, press Ctrl J, and I'm gonna press Ctrl T to transform, and I'm gonna flip horizontally. Click OK. Now I'm gonna get the crop tool and I'm gonna crop the image until here. Click OK. So now we have this. I'm gonna get rid of this bush right here, so I'm just gonna get this spot healing brush. Is it the spot healing brush? Yeah. And I'm gonna brush here. There you go. Now I'm gonna duplicate this layer 2 times. Ctrl J and Ctrl J. And the first layer 1 copy, I'm gonna set the blend mode to screen, and the second one is gonna be multiply. So the screen mode is to make the light areas lighter, and the multiply mode is to make the dark a little bit darker, or the background a little bit darker. So now we have this. Now let's bring the woman. And let's move it a little bit right here, something like that. So now let's get rid of this I don't know how you call these, but let's get rid of those. So I'm just gonna rasterize this layer by right clicking it and rasterize layer with the spot healing brush, and I'm just gonna cover this. That's it. So now let's desaturate the image just a little. Go to the adjustment and add hue and saturation. On saturation, let's put click on here on this option to make that adjustment into clipping mask. So the adjustment we made right here, just go to the woman and not all the layers. So click here, and on saturation let's put -18 and lightness -8. Now let's add color balance. So go to the adjustment, color balance, click here to make it as a clipping mask. On cyan is gonna be 11, magenta 7, and on the third one is gonna be 0. So let's go to shadows, let's put 14, 7, and -16. And on highlight 10, 5, and -5. Now let's bring the other image. It's gonna be the bucket. So once you transform it to fit the canvas, right click and flip or rotate rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise and click OK. Let's put the blend mode to soft light and the opacity around 75. So now let's add some gradient map. So go to the adjustment, gradient map, and let's choose this this one right here. It's gonna be the first, second, third, fourth, the fifth one. If you don't have this one, so just put these numbers. On the shadows, put 290A59, and on the highlights, put FF7C00. Click OK and OK. Set the blend mode to soft light and opacity around 80. Let's add another gradient map, but now we're gonna put these numbers. So on the shadows, type these numbers: 1 1 1 2 1 4. Okay, and on the middle one, put these numbers: 1E303A. Okay, and on the last one, put VA. Click OK. OK. Blend mode to soft light and opacity around 80. Now let's go back to the background. So just click on the layer 1, copy to background, and let's add a brightness and contrast. Brightness, we're gonna put -54, and on contrast 48 or 49. So now we're gonna add some glow outside of the woman right here on this area. So let's make a new layer. Click on the new layer, choose the white brush, soft white brush with white color, and let's brush these areas right here. Now let's go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and put 75 and click OK. Change the blend mode to soft light. Now we're gonna make a new layer below this one. So you can name this glow or whatever you wanna name it. And let's make a new layer below this one. So you can click on the brightness layer and make a new layer, or with this glow layer selected, just press and hold Control key and make a new layer. So the layer is gonna appear on the below the glow layer. And now we're gonna choose the color thing, and let's put these numbers: 57 to E07. Click OK. Choose the gradient map, the gradient tool, sorry, the linear option, and color to transparent. And from the right corner, below corner, make a line to the top left corner. And let's set the blend mode to multiply and the opacity around 80. So now let's go to the color imbalance layer. Just click on this one and let's bring the other image. It's gonna be this little bird. I'm gonna right click and flip horizontal, and I'm gonna make it smaller. Just put it somewhere right here. Click OK. Now let's add some hue and saturation. Adjustment, hue and saturation. Click here so the adjustments we made goes just to the bird and not the whole image. And click the colorize option. On hue we're gonna put 44 and on saturation 15. Now let's make a new layer, and with the brush and change the color to FFE7BA and click OK. We're gonna paint over the bird just like this. Change the blend mode to soft light and the opacity around 80 and the field around 85. So now let's make a new layer. Let's change the color with EFD 98.1. Change the blend mode to soft light, and we're gonna brush here. Let's put the opacity to 60 and the fill to 80. Now let's make another layer. Put the blend mode to soft light and let's change the color to FFF3V0. Click OK. And now we're gonna paint just on this area. So just go like this, and on this side like this. And let's change the opacity to 70 and the fill to 50. Let's make another layer, and now we're gonna paint with black, but it's not gonna be pure black, so let's choose a 90% 95% gray, and we're gonna paint all this. Let's change the blend mode to soft light and the opacity around 50. I don't like how it looks over here, so I'm just gonna get the eraser tool with 30% opacity, and I'm gonna erase a little bit right here. There you go. So now we have all this. Let's go on top of all layers and let's add a new adjustment, hue and saturation. And on saturation we're gonna put -20. So now that we have this, we're gonna use the touch and burn tool to darken some areas and to make some areas lighter. So if you haven't seen my previous tutorials, I already show you how to make an action for the dodge and burn tools or layer. So go check it out to know how to make this and do this. Also, you can do it by making a new layer. Go to edit, fill, 50% gray, okay, and set the blend mode to soft light, and there you go. Now let's choose the dodge tool with 20% midtones, and I'm gonna lighten some areas. This is gonna take time, so now that we have lightened some areas, let's go with the burn tool to darken some areas, just like the eyebrows here. So I think I'm done with the burn and dodge. So this let's see how it looks without it. So yeah, like you see, there's not too much difference just right here on the face and on the neck. So that's with and that's without it, but it looks a little different, so it looks better. So now that we have all these, let's go to make a stamp. Control Alt E and E. I didn't know how this layer was called until I see on the history they says stamp visible, so I think it's called stamp. So that's how I'm gonna call it from now on. So this stamp, let's go to filter, lens correction, click on the custom option, and right here on vignette or whatever you call it, put -15. Click OK. Now let's duplicate that layer, Control J, and go to filter, other, high pass, and 1 pixel. Click OK. Change the blend mode to overlay, and now we're gonna make another stamp. Control Alt Shift E. We're gonna blur this stamp, filter, Gaussian blur, and we're gonna put 7 pixels. Click OK. Add a layer mask, get the brush tool with black color and let's erase the inside of this to make visible the image, and that's it. So that's it, guys. That's gonna be the result. But I just noticed something. So you can make these circles, I don't know what are those, with some reflections or something like that. So let's try that out. Make a new layer, choose the white brush, make it small, and let's brush those with white color. I think that bit. So let's change the blend mode to overlay. Let's see the difference. Well, yeah, I think it looks better, but it's up to you. You can leave the image without this or with that. Just change the opacity so it doesn't look too weird. I'm gonna leave it. So yeah, so that's gonna be all. That's gonna be the result. I hope you like it. Comment if you have any questions. Also, I forgot to tell you that you can use a different image. It's not necessary to use the same image. If you have an image of you or some friend or your husband, wife, kid, children, whatever, with the same position or looking that way, you can use that image. It not necessarily has to be this one. So you can experiment with another different image and see your results. Well, thank you guys, hope you like it, and see you on the next video. Also, I just wanna say that so in my next tutorial is gonna be how to make black and white image to color. So yeah, so just stay posted for that tutorial if you're interested on convert and black and white image to color, because it's pretty cool. Well, thank you and see you next time.